Hi again then guys, and welcome to the fourth episode of B-Road Ballers on Forza Horizon 3 in particular. And in this particular episode we're covering a vehicle which isn't necessarily a sleeper car, but it's kind of an undervalued gem in its own way. Now, one of the reasons why this car, the Audi S1 Quattro, isn't necessarily as strongly used as some other hatches like your Ford Focus RS's for instance, is because it doesn't have the tuning options which it arguably deserves to have, and I'm talking primarily about engine conversions. Other hatches have stuff like V8 conversions, some even go higher than that, and those engines allow them to race with the big dogs even in higher classes such as sports cars, and on some occasions even some supercars. This car just isn't given that opportunity really to shine. You can convert it to a rally engine for instance, but even then it just doesn't have the power and torque that many of the other larger hatches have. Now of course, in terms of size, this is more of a super mini class hatch than a full-size Focus or Megane or Golf level vehicle, but what it does offer for that is actually a strong package, because as far as small hatchbacks go, it's one of the quickest in the game. For 35 grand you get 228 horsepower and Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system, and the end result is it's essentially a mini rally car straight out of the box. And even though it does weigh more than 1300 kilos, it certainly doesn't feel that heavy. The handling is outstandingly good, and speaking of handling, that brings us to the breakdown of the 5 categories with which I judge every car: handling, acceleration, top end speed, value for money, and finally usability, or use in racing. First of all then, handling. As I said, it's remarkably good. Even in stock form it has handling which is a joy to work with, tons of grip, but at the same time you can have a lot of fun with it. So for me, it's an easy 5. As far as acceleration goes, I'm going to give it a 3. It's not as strong, it's certainly not weak. In stock form it's actually better than when tuned in comparison to other stock hatches, but when you tune them up and then compare them, it does lose some footing, because as I said, it just doesn't have those kind of engine options which it arguably deserves to have. And unfortunately, as far as top end speed as well, I'm going to have to give it another 3 for the same reason. It just doesn't deliver on the performance which you'd probably assume a vehicle like this could have with a better engine conversion option. As far as value for money though, I'm giving it a little bit of a step up to a 4 out of 5. It doesn't quite get the full 5 for the reasons already mentioned, but the reason why I'm still giving it a 4 is because even without tuning, it's a competitive B-class machine, it's a great off-roader, and it just offers a good all-round package straight out of the box. And as far as usability, I'm going to give it a reasonable 3. It's not the most usable or most competitive of hatches, but it's about middle of the line. In the broad scheme of things, there are definitely hatches which it can beat, and some which it can't. And overall that means that I'm giving the S1 within the hot hatch class an overall score of 72. But that's it for this episode overall. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, thanks for watching.